Hey everybody, it's Master Gallengeist here, bringing you Marvel September 2026 Solicitations. And, I'm using a tablet today, so we'll see how this goes. So we got Marvel's September 2026 Solicitations. We got a lot of big ones. We got Amazing Spider-Man's 1000. We've got Avengers popping off, so let's crack into this. Yeah, we got the Avengers. Oh yeah, that's nice to be able to see that. And you'll be able to see the fairies as well. Trying to make sure that you can see it every there. So Avengers issue 1, Chip Zdarsky, Mark Cicchetto, yes. And we've got variant cover by Chip Zdarsky. We've got other ones by Jim Chung, Julian Totino. Weird thing there. Julian Totino Tedesco, Mr. Garson, and Ryan Stegman as well, Scotty Young, Artgim, and Rose Besh. So let's see. In the wake of Armageddon, a new team assembles. Superstar team Chip Zdarsky and Mark Cicchetto reunite for a trailblazing new era of Avengers. With the world order completely rewritten after Avengers Armageddon, there comes a day unlike any other, when a group of Earth's mightiest heroes find themselves united to avenge the Marvel Universe. Spider-Man, Wolverine, Captain Marvel, Daredevil, Luke Cage, and Redacted. The Avengers take center stage once again in the Marvel Universe, and it all starts here. Don't miss it. 40 pages, $5.99. Gonna be interesting to see how that kind of works. I got the brightness a little bit weird, so that's kind of why it's like, holy shit. Let me just hit that real quick. Oh, that helped. But still kind of bright there, though. But it's kind of interesting to see this kind of team set up here. We got Captain Marvel, Daredevil, Luke Cage, Wolverine, and Spidey. Outside, well, I'd say Carol being more of a heavy hitter. Luke Cage can be a heavy hitter, too, as well as Wolverine, but that seems more kind of street level, so we'll see how that kind of pans out. Captain America issue 15. Let's see. Siege of the Red Skull. A giant battle breaks out as Mephisto's volatile ally, Red Skull, those two together, and his army of vengeful spirits fight the free souls of the other underworld. Can Captain America rally the dead and form his own army in time to topple Mephisto's relentless hordes? That's going to be nuts. Okay? And evidently, Avengers Armageddon is still going on while we get the new Avengers one, but I am still going to check that out. Avengers Armageddon issue 4 of 5. Let's see here. As a new character takes the stage, the Marvel Universe changes forever right here and right now. The Avengers are torn apart as a shocking character makes their debut, setting the stage for November's Avengers issue 1. 32 pages, $4.99. Interesting that it's got the Avengers issue 1 in September, but then says in this one that it's coming out in November. Let me see here. Says November, at least on the Marvel site, too. I'm still looking into it. It's just like, wait a minute, this is for September. All right. Still looking forward to it. All right, Amazing Spidey 1000. A lot of different kind of cool covers. I'm more kind of partial to the Pepe Larraz one because I just like how he does Spidey. All right, let's see here. Scrolling down. The biggest issue in Amazing Spider history. Spider-Man faces his greatest fear, his most frightening new villain in decades, Ravage. Plus, some of the greatest creative minds on Earth honor 1,000 issues of The Amazing Spider-Man. Noah Hawley, Alien Earth, Fargo, Legion, makes his comic book debut. Frank Miller and Peach Momoko collaborate for the first time. Stuart Immonen and Brian Michael Bendis return to Spider-Man together, and some of the best ASM creators return to the title. Definitely looking forward to that. That's 104 pages at $9.99. Makes sense. All right, we've got The Amazing Venom. Some nice... That design is just gnarly looking. Oh, and that's a nice kind of callback. Alas, poor Spider-Man, I killed him well. Alright, The Amazing Venom 1 of 5. Jordan Morris and Luke Ross as the creative team. When last we left, Red and Blue besymbioted Fred Myers, once Boomerang, now calling themselves Comeback. He was trying to keep his life uncomplicated. The last thing he wanted was to get caught up in the symbiote nonsense of Hela and Null both invading the planet. But the best laid plans of saps and symbiotes often go awry. Now in the fallout, Fred and his symbiote passenger find themselves on a mission way, way, way more complicated than your average Venomrang can handle. 32 pages, $4.99. Holy shit. Alien vs. X-Men? That is going to be kind of gnarly. Been doing some pretty good crossovers. Issue 1 of 4. We now have this that's going to be kind of gnarly. Infernal Hulk versus Wolverine. They're doing a whole kind of thing with that. Where it's like the Infernal Hulk versus this, that, and the other. Let's see. By Philip Kennedy Johnson. Art by Jonas Scharf. When the X-Men learn the location of mutants abducted and corrupted by Infernal Hulk, the deadliest X-Man vows to free them, but by the most violent means necessary. The march to Hulk War begins as the Father of Horrors faces the Marvel Universe's perfect killing machine, Infernal Hulk vs. Wolverine. They're also doing it with other ones as well. Ooh, I'm also looking forward to this. The Muppets take the Marvel Universe. One shot here. Pretty cool covers there. Issue 1, Chip Zdarsky, Mackenzie Cadenhead, Philip Kennedy Johnson, Adam F. Goldberg, Ashley Allen, Kyle Starks, and more. And Pete Woods, Dave Belden, Athlia Fabio? Fabio. If I'm mispronouncing that, I'm sorry, but it's Fabbio. E.J. Sue, Pac Medina, and Mike Henderson. Let's go. To celebrate the 50th anniversary of The Muppet Show, we bring you a crossover no one saw coming. Join Eisner-winning writer and one of the world's greatest Muppet fans, Chip Zdarsky, along with a cadre of marvelously talented creators as they unleash the Muppets' trademark chaos on the Marvel Universe. Rolf the dog kidnapped by Mojo, Kermit the Frog, Miss Piggy, Fozzie Bear, Spider-Man, Black Panther, and Emma Frost to the rescue, Dr. Bunsen, Honeydew, and Beaker experimenting with gamma rays and Pym particles. What could go wrong? Find out in this epic tale told in the mighty Marvel Muppet Manor. Fuck me. 56 pages, one shot, $6.99. I'm definitely looking forward to that and looking into that. So, yeah. And we got Miles Morales Spider-Man. That's a nice cover there. I really like the kind of battle damage and Miles protecting. Issue 2. Enter Grendel, a supervillain from Jeff Morales' past who will stop at nothing to have his revenge against the former S.H.I.E.L.D. agent. But their seemingly perfect plan didn't count on Spider-Man. But how can Miles Morales fight an enemy who has accounted for his every move and power? What tragic events led to Grendel's fall, and what does Miles' dad have to do with it? 32 pages, $4.99. I got it. You got it, Miles. Spider-Man Long Way Home going on. Issue 3 of 5. Spider-Man Hulk Fire and Brimstone. Issue 2 of 4. Spectacular Spider-Man Brand New Day. That one's nice with the fucking Black Spidey costume. That's nice there. Ooh, Spider-Woman. And a 50th Anniversary Special Issue 1, celebrating 50 years of Marvel's Dark Angel. Anna Noceti returns Spider-Woman to Los Angeles for a detective story for the ages. Dan Waters gives us a spine-tingling look into Jessica Drew's future. Day 1 and Day 18,262 Spider-Woman fans alike want to miss this jam-packed issue. Oh, okay. They put out how many days 50 years are. Okay. DNX. Let's see here. Now that's kind of weird. I'm like, I'm looking at him in a Bacta tank, motherfucker. It's like, alright. Alright. DNX issue 2 of 5. The X-Men and 3K do battle above Philadelphia, aided by members of the Fantastic Four. While at the Baxter Building, the greatest minds of each team join forces in a bid to save the life of the Master of Magnetism, Magneto. But while the X-Men bring war to their enemies for the last time, the chairman has a last resort. And of course, the X-Men version, well, not X-Men version, but the X-Men link up. Oh, issue 37. Fucking increasing shit at a certain rate. DNX tie-in, yeah, Psy-War. While the X-Men battle 3K in a desperate bid to stave off disaster, Kid Omega engages in brain-to-brain combat with Cassandra Nova. It's the telepathic throwdown of the century. And then, of course, another X-Men, showing off an interesting kind of Magneto evolution there, as he's like, I'm in my chair. Issue 38, Terrorist Warrior, Father, Teacher, Killer. Magneto has been all of these things. Now he unconsciously assumes a new role. Genetic prophet with a message from the future written in his very blood. But will the message spell deliverance or doom? Alright, then the Fantastic Four linking that up with Issue 17. The Fantastic Four find themselves in a strange environment with no memory of how they got there, or worse, of who they actually are. There is a rock monster among them. They seem to have strange powers, and each of them has sustained serious injuries, including burns. Burns that it's soon clear only the youngest one could have inflicted. The older man, whose limbs have a strange elasticity, has a single word written in blood on his own arm. Survive. A DNX tie-in you won't see coming. We'll see how that goes. I'm still liking the Fantastic Four. Art. Okay, could be a little bit different. Let's see. Tomb of Apocalypse. Ooh, nice Jubilee cover there. Issue 2 of 5. Uncanny X-Men. That's pretty nice. This one's kind of different, too. Alright, let's see. Uncanny X-Men issue 35. An X-Men faces a terrifying transformation, and the cure may be worse than the disease. Who or what is Repent, and why are they the last hope of a beloved mutant? Meanwhile, the newly formed Uncanny X-Men learn of a dark connection between their recent foes, one that may involve one of the Outlier's deepest secrets. Uncanny X-Men. Let's see. That one's kind of nutty there. Issue 36. The Harbinger of Demons, Repent, prepares to make the ultimate sacrifice to free an X-Man from what he believes is a homicidal possession. Can the Uncanny X-Men survive the experience? It's mutant versus malice in a battle for their eternal souls. Wild Ride comes to a stunning conclusion here. Generation X-23. That one's a cool cover there. Issue 8, Inglorious X-Force. A lot of shit going on that cover. Issue 9. Gambit Wanted, issue 3 of 5. Bishop, issue 4 of 5. X-Men Outback. Issue 4 of 5. X-Men Season 2. Well, 97 Season 2. Wolverine here. Issue 27. Wolverine's journey takes him far beyond the fields we know, into a conflict that only this mutant warrior can settle. The only way he knows how, even if he's down a set of claws. Featuring the Savage Champions. And then we're going another Wolverine. Issue 28. Let's see. The best there is at what he does. And nice or not, Wolverine will make a life-changing decision. Alright, nothing much there. X-Men United. Issue 7. As things are still a mess in their own backyard, the X-Men are called upon to be guns for hire once again. Their mission this time? Locate the missing Brielle Brooks, also known as the Daughter of Blade. Cool! I wasn't expecting that there. X-Men Omega Red Dawn issue 1. Okay, this is a one-shot. Let's see what's going on with this. When Omega Red abducts Professor X, the X-Men follow in hot pursuit that takes them around the globe and beyond. But time is of the essence, as Omega Red unleashes a deadly chemical attack that spreads rage and violence in his wake. With half the team down for the count, do they have what it takes to save their beloved mentor and everyone else before the world becomes totally consumed by hate? Reprinting X-Men Infinity Comic 2026 1-10. 56 pages, one shot, $6.99. Okay, I was like, what the fuck? Oh, shit. No, I don't know what I hit. There we go. Gambit gone, 1 of 5. I gotta watch out with the hand. Challenges of Doom, Spider-Man. Let's see. Issue 1, that's a one-shot. Big Guns. What the fuck is this? Wade Wilson, Deadpool, issue 8. Okay. Big Gun starts here as multiple forces converge on the ultimate weapon, but only one can emerge victorious. Continued in Punisher issue 8, also on sale this month, which then we have Punisher issue 8 right underneath. As the spectacle of the summer rolls on, Frank Castle finds himself at odds with the regenerate and degenerate Deadpool. But not all is as it seems, as a mysterious interloper seems to be manipulated circumstances and people alike, sending 2 of Marvel's most iconic characters on a collision course with calamity. Let's see. Web of Blood. Mangaverse. Boop. Iron Knight as well, issue 1. Looking pretty cool there. Arcane Avengers. Ghostlock. Nice. Web of Destiny. Marvel Zombies Warzone kind of going on, where Punisher is pretty much one of the last ones standing. Let's see. Queen in Black, issue 4. Issue 4 of 5. As the war between Hela and Null gets personal, Tyr unleashes his final weapon on the beleaguered Avengers. Meanwhile, in the Baxter building, Reed Richards investigates Codex's half-symbiote power with the cataclysmic consequences. Will the end of Venom's golden era coincide with the end of planet Earth? And then, that's kind of gnarly there with Null. I know it's really light, but there we go. Yeah. In the war between light and dark, the winners taken their prize, but is it Hela or Null who will ascend to the throne of all? Either way, the only thing standing between them and all life on Earth is the Venom world. It's the ultimate symbiote battle, and for Mary Jane Watson, it's the last stand. Of course, going into Venom. Venom issue 262. Mary Jane Watson as Venom is so in everybody else. Venom world lives, but the war between Null and Hela just ended, and even 8 billion Venoms might not be enough to beat the winner. It's the strangest adventure yet for the world's strangest roommates. But is the leash finally up? Of course, Black Cat linking up with, issue 14. The only hope to stop Null and the Queen in Black's war is Black Cat. Oh, wait, she's gonna steal something? Perfect. The stakes couldn't be higher for Felicia. Hopefully she knows how to fly a spaceship. Defenders of Light and Dark. Issue 3 of 3. Venom Unchained. Shit going kind of gnarly on that one. Issue 3 of 3. Black Panther Namor Doomed. This is kind of weird, but I think, from the pages of Avengers Armageddon and Captain America. Issue 1 of 5. Spinning out of the events of Captain America and Avengers Armageddon, Black Panther and Namor must investigate hell when Wakanda and Atlantis are attacked by demons. But once there, these rival kings discover they aren't alone as they cross paths with the wandering soul of Doctor Doom. Fantastic Four, First Foes. Cool 76. Issue 1, that's a one-shot. Reborn Ultimate Impact. Issue 5 of 5. Ultimate Impact Reborn. Okay, the cover's going weird. The greatest powers of the Marvel Universe and Ultimate Universe clash in a battle that will decide the fate of the origin boxes and the world. Miles Morales and his allies, Captain America and Iron Man, have drawn a line in the sand against Hostilicus. Which side will the origin box-powered Wonder Man, Sightseer, and Mogul choose? And could there be more origin boxes out there to be claimed? Of course, Doom Quest. Issue 5 of 10. Alright, here we go. Here's some other ones. Sorcerer Supreme. Issue 10. As the Extinction King unleashes his ultimate weapon, Wanda must put everything on the line to stop him. But magic always has a cost. Very true. Doctor Strange. Oh, that's a good one. Issue 10. Downfall is Doctor Strange caught in his grips, and Strange's last hope is an enemy he can't trust, the Dark Wizard Verboten. To destroy Downfall and his progenitor, Ethotep, the two will have to have faith in each other and tap into a power greater than they ever imagined as the fate of the Nine Realms hangs in the balance. Cool. And this is interesting here with Iron Man. Let's see. Issue 9. Who is Whiplash? Whiplash is one of Tony Stark's greatest enemies, but why does he hate Tony so much? As the mysterious Citizen V and Iron Man must work together to stop Whiplash's dangerous plans to destroy everything Tony has built, we take a rough trip down memory lane to learn the true history of Whiplash. Also, Madam Mask and Adam Ware use Whiplash's distraction to make a move on the rest of AIM that will change the secret organization forever. I've really been liking how this run of Iron Man so far. It's got good art, and it just has a good story that really, digs into the characters. Of course, we get others kind of going on. Here we go. Let's see. The graphic novel pretty much coming back. I'll have to look into that. Doctor Strange, Doctor Doom, Triumph and Torment. Reprinting the graphic novel, so that'd be cool. And then, of course, we've got Thor going on here. I'm like, where is this? It's a little bit weirdly done. Thor issue 801. So let's see what goes on here. It says the get. It says the guest for Thor. I'm going to say the quest for Thor begins. Sigurd Jarlsson is an ordinary man, but he alone can call Asgard's greatest hero back to life. But to rebuild the bridge between humanity and the gods, he must begin his quest in the worst place of all. Somewhere in hell, a man with a hammer begins a journey into mystery. Ooh, sounds good there. Daredevil with some crazy-ass shit looking at him there. Let's see. Issue 6. The dust may be settling after Daredevil's climactic collision with Omen, but they don't, let me see, can I flip this way? Oh, Jesus, that was bad. That was bad. Don't do that. Don't do that. Alright, I'm okay. With Omen, but they don't call New York's the city that never sleeps for nothing. Just when he could use a break, Daredevil is going to find himself caught in the crossfires as New York's criminal element threaten to tear each other and the entire city apart in this new story of Marvel's smash hit of the spring from scribe Stephanie Phillips, special guest artist Fabiano. Nice. And we got another. Is this a next Daredevil? Yeah, Daredevil issue 7. New York City is flooded with crime. When an invaluable piece of evidence is out in the open, it's an all-out assault on the law from New York's most dangerous mobsters and murderers. But when an old friend and foe, Elektra, re-enters Matt Murdock's life after weeks apart, it could spell disaster for the man without fear. Of course, we got Moon Knight. Ooh, Robbie Reyes, Ghost Rider, and Blade. Issue 8. With the lives of his closest friends and some newly forged allies on the line, Mark Spector makes one hell of a gambit. But will the price be too high? And will this put Moon Knight at odds with the likes of Daredevil, Blade, Ghost Rider, and Clea forever? Oh, Clea's in there? Nice. Alright, Fantastic Four. Issue 16. They put the other one up top. This is done very strangely in this article. The Fantastic Four have crash landed on a far-off world and have been repairing their spaceship for weeks as they blend in with the aliens who live there, trying to keep a low profile. But when an unexpected discovery, shared with the best of intentions, leads to chaos, only the Fantastic Four can stop an entire world from sliding into destruction of their own creation. This won't be easy, and it may not even be possible, because to save this world, the Fantastic Four must die. Civil War Unmasked, issue 5 of 5. Jeff the Landshark Superstar, issue 3 of 5. Yay! Jeff. So cute. Godzilla conquers the multiverse. That looks gnarly there. Dr. Doom's like, shit, what the fuck am I dealing with? Issue 3 of 5. Predator versus Planet of the Apes. And then we get into the Star Wars bit. So, sounds pretty interesting there. Cap still having to deal with hell. Sigurd having to try and get Thor back into play. Iron Man dealing with Whiplash and getting kind of some new information. Maybe on one iteration of Whiplash. We'll see on that. Strange having to work with Verboten is going to be gnarly. And Sorcerer Supreme, I'm really interested to see how Wanda's able to take on the Extinction King and everything on that. The DNX getting Fantastic Four brought into it, it's like, just leave the Fantastic Four alone, please. Because I've been liking the Fantastic Four on that kind of front, and it's just like, okay, we'll see what happens. Armageddon sounds like it's dealing with some crazy shit, and I'm interested to see what happens with Avengers. I'm definitely going to be checking it out because I like the Avengers. I liked what Jed McKay was doing with it. Aaron was alright, it just kind of went on a little bit longer, and I kind of lost interest in it. So we'll see here what goes on with Chip Zdarsky. I've been liking what he's been doing with Cap. So we'll see how that kind of works out there. So, those are my thoughts and opinions on the solicitations. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. If you liked them, if you didn't like them, if you agree with me, if you disagree with me. Also like and subscribe, and I hope you have a good day.